Hi guys, how are you doing? Okay, so today we are going over Revolution Makeup Revolution London blush palette. Now, honestly, looking at this, I wouldn't think that it is a blush palette, um, because they do have, well, most of them like this two, this one, and maybe this one. Have that spark to it that makes it seem like that you use it more for a highlighter than a blush. And honestly, I never bought Revolution products before. This was actually bought by my cousin who lives in London. And I already broke this, but oh well. So yeah, and normally what happens is that if they see, what I'm about to say, is that if some like majority of my family is in England, so if I were to go to England or my family comes over to New York, we will buy like the gifts. It's normal. Like I would have bought my cousins who live there like at least one item each. If not each person, at least somebody in each family will get some, at least one or two people will get something. So that's basically how it is. If not the parents, like my first cousins, their kids will most likely get it. So the last time somebody came to New York, my cousin, she actually got me this. So again, like I said, I normally don't buy Revolution. I am assuming this is a drugstore palette more than the high-end brands. Before I received this as a gift, I had no idea what Revolution was, and obviously by the name, I believe it's like a British product. However, today we are gonna do the review. So this is under this. So I have no flash on, no nothing. If I turn the light off, it's gonna be dark in the room, so I can't really show you without the lights turn off. But I'm gonna put my camera lights on, and this is how it looks like. So this is without the flash, and this is with the flash. So as you can tell, like I said, this is right now with the flash. So these two are, and this third one, and like I said, this is like a maybe-ish because this is almost the same color. So those are the ones that's like the most glittery. These three kind of have glitter, but compared to the other three, not so much. Now, whenever I see a product like this, I kind of get a little bit iffy how it will turn out, because obviously you can tell it's like two different shades. So yeah, and the reason why I'm keeping it on flash right now is to show you, like, this one is majority silver and it has like some parts of gold in it, and this is like two shades of brown, like the same thing, but one is like lighter and one is darker. I think it's more towards golden, I guess. So yeah, they don't really have any names. Let me turn the flash off. So what I'll do is that when I swatch, I will show you without the light, but once I am done with swatching, I'll show you with and without the light all together as one. So there isn't really any name to it, as I can tell. It does have a 12-month expiration date. If you see where the 12M is, that means that that's the expiration date after opening. So once it's open, it only has like 12 months. It does look like that I didn't really use it clearly, as you can tell. For some weird reason, I always end up going for the other highlighters and or blushes I have. For some reason, every time I look at this, I'm like, okay, this is blush, but I mean highlighter, but clearly it's not. I most likely will end up using it as a highlighter than a blush for the most part. Obviously, I'm not going to use this as a blush or a highlighter. I think for my skin tone specifically, it is definitely not a good recommendation for it to be a blush. I think mine would be more aimed somewhere around here. The others, I will see it as a highlighter, I guess, or something like that. And then this one, I probably might. This doesn't have any glitter on it, just to let you know. This is just plain. I turned the light on just for you guys, the camera flash. So turning it back off, I will use this more as a, not contour, but more as a, what's it called? Bronzer. I will use it more as a bronzer, I guess, because again, I don't think this is the best option for me as a blush on. It will be more like I was trying to contour or put was it geez, I keep like it doesn't really look like I tried to put blush on. So it's more of like, it seems like I did contouring or bronzer on my cheek, and that's not what the look you're supposed to go for on your cheeks. So like I said, I don't know who came up with this color palette. Obviously, if you think the color palette is all over the place, it seems like the bottom blush on is more for darker skin tone, and the upper one is like a mixture of lighter skinned and or highlight, because that definitely can go for highlight easily. I don't know who the hell is gonna use silver. So yeah, so this is the reason why I kind of been putting it off to do this. However, now I'm kind of going in for this and trying to use all my products. So before I end up buying more, and trying to finish as much as I can with these. So let me put this camera on top of something so I can easily, hold on. This is like the perfect way, but I just hope that I don't move anything for my phone to fall. Yes, I record on my phone. So yeah, now I'm going to do the swatches without the light, the camera light, I should say, the flashlights. And once I'm done, I will show you with you guys. So I'm going to start from the top. I will let you guys know which one I'm doing. So see, the first one, it will really show up as silver. I don't really see any gold in there. Like I was showing you with the flash. Like if you notice, there are some gold lights, like gold dots in there. Let's turn the flash off again. Not that bad for the skin, I guess. I mean, when you put it on your face. So, different finger. Alright. Hold on. Let me take a handful of a swatch. Now it's time for the golden. All right, and then thumb. Let's get this on the wrist. Now I will do it on my other hand now. Okay, so I did all the swatches, as you can see. Now, in my personal opinion, I would definitely use this as a blush, which was this one right here, and maybe this one as well, which was right here. Now, for these two, the silver right here and the gold one right there, I would definitely use this more as a highlighter instead of a as a blush on. Now getting to here, this one top right here is this one. Again, I think I may use as a blush on, maybe, but I would more so use it with a highlighter again, which is this one right here. These two, I feel like definitely I cannot do that as a blush on, just the way the color looks like. I think this will definitely suit more of people who are, hold on, let me phrase it. I feel like the African Americans, Caribbeans, people along the black girls, what I feel like, or black men who wear makeup, were be much better using this as a blush on than I would. I would see this more of, I don't know if I'm gonna even use this as a bronzer because of the shine. I think I might have to go a little bit soft on doing it as a highlighter, so it doesn't look too dark on my skin. So that definitely wouldn't be a great look if I use this as a blush on my skin color. And last but not the least is this one right there. I would definitely use this more as a contour maybe, but I will definitely use this more of a bronzer because again, it wouldn't look good on my skin if I use it as a blush on. Again, I feel like African Americans, Caribbeans, or anybody who is of like dark color, like the Dominicans who have very dark colors, skin color, or not light, or maybe even I think the light skinned people might, depending on how light you are, may be able to use it as well. So this definitely would not look good as a blush on my skin either. So let me put this on. This is the top 4 with lights, with the flash on. Okay, now this one right here is the bottom 4, but I do like how these two, which is these two middle, I like how the color looks with the flash on. And the top one, obviously I like the shimmer as a highlighter. The bottom one, like you can tell, there isn't really shimmer, this one right here. So this is the reason why I think it would be good if you don't want the shimmer in a blush on. And normally you don't see these shimmering colors with the blush ons, and more with to do with the highlighter. So I think this is the reason why it always kind of put me off. Now I get to see the swatches, so I have much better idea. And I know this is a partial reason why I used to kind of move away. I'm gonna keep the flash on for you guys now so you guys can see, and I'll just go over with you guys on this. Now I think me just looking at this plainly like this, without the flash on, I would be just like, I don't know how am I going to wear this as a blush on. As I mentioned, that it does say it is a blush palette. When I actually got it, I had like mixed feelings, honestly speaking. So I was like, I don't know how I'm going to use this as a blush on. So that's why on a rare occasion I would always wear this on a rare occasions. Again, now I'm kind of starting to look into the blush ons, like reviewing and everything, and swatching things. Now I'm getting better understanding on certain products, how I may be able to use it. And when I came to this, when I started getting more hang on the makeup products and everything, I kind of got like better understanding. But again, I never really swatched it. Now I have better understanding of it being swatched. I feel like I may not necessarily use this as a blush on 100% completely, and maybe use this as more of something else, like the highlighter, bronzer, along those lines, I guess. Again, I am not sponsored by this company right there. So yeah, I feel like I'm definitely not going to be using this solely as a blush on. I don't know how this came about as a blush on. I understand this, again, like I said, for the black community out there, I feel like this will definitely work as, maybe it might, I may be wrong, but I feel like this might work out as a blush on for them. But on my skin, this will look, it's not going to look right. I'm just going to provide that. So it seems like I just tried to contour bronze the area you're supposed to technically put blush on. So this is going to be a no-go for that. But I don't know. I'm definitely going to start using this more now. Like, I kind of have an idea like how I'm going to use it more. Sometimes when you get a product, again, I'm not sponsored by Revolution by any chance, but I feel like sometimes when you get a product from somebody else, like your cousins, your friends, or whatever, as a gift, and sometimes you do get confused sometimes, especially if you are unaware of the company. So I feel like me doing the swatches kind of give me a better understanding of what I may use as. Normally you hear more of the brushes that not all brushes are necessarily you being used as what they're supposed to be used. You may end up using it for completely different reason. And I feel like I normally wouldn't think of that when it comes to makeup. There, like, yeah, sometimes you may put lipstick on your eyelids. I remember that was a huge thing back in the days. Um, you may put some of the eyeshadows, like maybe as a blush on. Like the eyeshadows, you can't put it on your hairline to cover up anything that looks like a bald spot or whatever along your hairlines. Like it's mainly certain things you can't play around with. But a lot of times you normally don't see a blush on you being used as a highlighter. Um, well, that's what I normally think, but this part kind of maybe shift gears. So sometimes when you get a product and you're like, I don't know how I'm going to use this as, um, give them a swatch, and then if you need to, just put the camera flash on. Um, might give you a better idea or options, like how it did with me right now. So it will definitely might be able to use it as something different. So this palette, I will definitely use it for a completely different purpose now, and I would have to think twice. Like, oh, how am I going to use this as a blush? So I feel like that's an advantage on this now. So other than that, guys, I just would like to know what you guys think about this, and I think I will start using it. So I'm not really planning on buying additional makeup products anyways. Um, so this will definitely help me out, use as much as I can. Once I feel like this definitely is expired, then I'm gonna shift gears and obviously will have to throw it away. There are some products that you will be able to know that it looks really expired. I will do a video on how to know that like, if you didn't realize if you don't remember when you bought a product, but you want to know when it's expiring, I'll do a video on that just in case. Other than that, I will be linking both my Instagram pages down below. Make sure to follow them, hit the subscribe button, the bell button. I'll be back for more. Stay safe and stay tuned, guys.